Let's talk about trust. Not the kind people say with words, but the kind that's either genuinely earned or silently forced. Because not all trust is real. Sometimes, what people call trust is just submission under pressure. Sometimes, it's not respect, it's survival. And sometimes, it's not faith, it's fear. The world today is full of systems that scream, "Trust us." But what they really mean is, "Obey us or face the consequences." And because of that, most people have stopped knowing what real trust actually feels like. They've been trained to trust voices, titles, uniforms, and positions, without questioning if those were earned or just imposed. But let's be real. Real trust can't be demanded. It has to be earned. Under absolute divine monarchy, trust is not about fear or forced loyalty. It's not about keeping people in line through threats, rewards, or blind submission. This structure is built on divine appointment, sacred discipline, and rightful authority. Not manipulation or control tactics. You can't force someone to trust you and call it honor. You can't pressure someone to obey and call it alignment. If people are only following out of fear, then it's not trust. It's slavery in disguise. Genuine trust grows when people see purpose, feel protection, witness order, and understand the divine structure they're standing under. And that's the difference. In a fake system, people are expected to trust without reason. In a divine structure, people are moved to trust because they see truth, they feel integrity, and they recognize the sacredness of leadership. Ask yourself, who did you trust in your life just because you were told to? How many times have you stayed silent, followed orders, or submitted to authority? Not because you believed in it, but because you were afraid not to. That's not trust. That's programming. That's not loyalty. That's fear-based conditioning. And that's what this world has normalized. Forced trust, dressed up as faith, respect, and unity. But absolute divine monarchy calls you to wake up, to start seeing the difference between what is earned and what is imposed, to stop accepting every voice that tells you, "Trust me," and start discerning the spirit behind that voice. Because divine authority doesn't manipulate you into trust. It walks in truth so clearly that trust becomes a natural response. And when you walk in that kind of structure, you don't need fear to keep people in place. You need purpose, clarity, and real presence. So again, ask yourself deeply, do you trust because your heart sees truth, or because your mind is afraid to disobey? Are you aligned because you see divine order, or just conditioned to follow what you don't even understand? This is the wake-up call. In absolute divine monarchy, trust is not about control. It's about sacred connection. It's not about being afraid of leadership. It's about understanding the weight of leadership. It's not about being forced to stay. It's about choosing to walk with purpose and honor. Let your trust be real, not rehearsed. Let your loyalty be earned, not demanded. Let your alignment be spiritual, not mechanical. Because trust that comes from fear will eventually collapse. But trust that comes from truth will build a kingdom that never falls.